CatSynth TV.
Hey everybody, it's your JP here for CatSynth TV. Today we're taking a look at WTF Was That by Colouratura. Before we get started on that, I want to ask you to please subscribe to this channel for more cultural content coming out regularly. Please consider underwriting the efforts. There are links to Patreon, Ko-Fi, and merch right there below. And if you like what you see here, please do share this video out. Give it a thumbs up. Tell all your friends. You know what I'm talking about? The whole idea is to get the word out. WTF Was That by Colouratura. Fantastic new album that kind of appeared in the post here a couple weeks ago at CatSynth HQ, and we've been digging it since. In this case, WTF, I do not believe, is standing for Wild Turkey Federation. You know what I'm talking about? Something a little bit more colorful. Colouratura, get it? Colorful. Colouratura. Okay. Moving right into it. Fantastic band. In this case, Colouratura is a band which is comprised of Ian Be About, compositions, production, some of the vocals, wonderful flute playing, keyboards and synths, Nathan James on bass, synthesizers, keyboards, compositions, acoustic guitar, Derek Pavlik on guitars, keyboards, synths, etc., with Derek Ferguson playing most of the drums on this particular album, and a few other guests in addition to that. The name Ian Be About was familiar to me a little bit through his work with Moon X. Remember Moon X? We did a couple of reviews of them. There'll be a link to at least one of them right up there. Up top, you can go check that stuff out. Ian is a fantastic engineer and mixer. Has been working with Dave Newhouse and his stuff. Did some of the work on the Muffins box set and so forth. Just fantastic guy with a really ear for clarity and sound, and it really comes through in this recording. This album, I would characterize it kind of as being a sort of proggy rock thing with the emphasis on the rock. I mean, this thing is really just kind of pow, right out the gate, kind of hitting you. And especially on the title track right there, WTF Was That, the first track on there, reminded me a little bit of Discharge. Remember that band Discharge? Crust punk, late 70s, early 80s. You know, that kind of thing. Just like, whoa, that's not what I was expecting once I put the CD in the player, and it's like, this is a lot more aggressive than I thought. But then, of course, we take a hard, turn, and we go into Toy Soldiers composition on there, the second composition. Fantastic stuff. One of the things I really liked about this album, not only on Toy Soldiers, but elsewhere, there's really strong lyric writing on here. It's not just, kind of your typical prog rock sort of stuff. You got some topical writing. A lot of the lyrics are kind of inspired by current events, let's put it that way, and there's really kind of a lot of care and effort and thought was put into the lyric writing, especially, like I said, right here on Toy Soldiers. I think it's a fantastic composition. There's a lot of flute going through this album, and of course, I don't want to say it's a cliche, but you think of flute in rock music, and the first thing that comes to mind for many people, let's put it this way, is Jethro Tull. And there's a bit of that Jethro Tull sound on here, and there's also kind of, to my ears, there's a bit of kind of post Peter Gabriel, pre-pop Genesis, let's put it that way, the kind of Steve Hackett era in the middle there. There's some of that in there, but there's also some, like I said, that first track had a real kind of punk sound to it. There's some heavy riffing going on some of this. There's almost like Soundgarden-y kind of, riffing going on with that heavy stuff, which really just gives it some oomph. You know what I'm talking about? Give it some oomph right there. So a lot of this stuff, you think of, kind of flute, you think of folkish, whatever, but no, there's some heavy hitters on this. Fantastic stuff. One of the things that really kind of caught me by surprise is there's a track on here, the the LSD no-no, kind of, as they say in some of the notes that have been going around on this, kind of taking some Ohio Valley folklore, developing those ideas into these songs. If you're familiar with the LSD no-no, the story of Doc Ellis, kind of one of these legendary baseball stories, then you'll get a kick out of this tune. I don't have time to explain the whole story. You can Google it, you can figure it out, but it's fantastic. It just brought a smile to my face on there. So it's very diverse. Like I said, we got the heavy stuff, we got the proggy stuff, there's some instrumentals, there's a couple things that have more of a kind of a lighter folk classical hybrid kind of feel to it. And even the last track on there, Mothman, we got kind of like a funk feel going on there. We got kind of a groovy disco beat and a funk feel, and it's just laying it down. And that's what I find so refreshing, so inviting about this music, is it's not constrained by trying to get one sound going through here. We hit a lot of different ideas. We're touching on a lot of different genres and synthesizing them together and making something really fantastic. Let's take a look at the artwork right here. The artwork is by Amelia Daffodilia, right there on the front. Fantastic illustration. We got some photos inside, some art on the disc here. Let's take a look at the back cover. You'll see here there's this QR code. We can scan this for additional information, additional little press pack and that kind of thing. Overall, the whole thing was really enjoyable to me. I mean, I just dug the hell out of this thing. I really got a kick out of it. We've talked about Moon X. We mentioned them earlier, and also Jerry King. We've done a couple reviews of Jerry King's music on here. I think this will definitely appeal to the same kind of audience for that sort of thing, the kind of rockish stuff. It's got the progressive elements. It's not afraid to, explore different territories lyrically with a little bit of humor. It takes the music seriously. Once again, my quote, it takes the music seriously, but it doesn't always take itself so seriously. And that's what's so wonderful about it. It's refreshing. So please do check this out. Highly recommended.
To find out more about WTF Was That by Colouratura, please visit their website and check out the description below this video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to CatSynth TV.
Hey, you're watching CatSynth TV!